You know what's kind of weird? We are surrounded by advice all the time, but most of the time we don't actually use any of it. We save the quote, we think, wow, that's so true, and then we just keep living exactly the same way. And honestly, I think it's because someone else's experience can guide you, but it can't tell you exactly how to live your life. What works for them might not work for you. What makes them happy might leave you feeling completely empty. And I used to think I needed to make one huge decision that would somehow change everything. But now I'm starting to realize that the small things I do for myself every single day probably matter so much more. Because the truth is, you can spend 10, even 20 years living a life that looks completely fine and still feel like something is missing. So maybe we are not supposed to have everything figured out. Maybe we are supposed to keep trying things, changing directions, getting things wrong, and learning more about ourselves along the way. Until one day, something just feels right. Not because someone told you it would, but because you can actually feel it.